Hi there. Are you lost on how to start formatting your manuscript in Google Docs? Then you picked the right video. Today I will be demonstrating how I format my manuscript in Google Docs. Let's get into it. Okay, we're back to our Google Drive page. This is just the home page, as you can see. And in the first episode, I'd say we learned how to make folders in Google Drive and everything. What we need to do to format our manuscript is obviously open our manuscript. In this video, I will be making a Google Doc just for this video's purpose, but we're going into our books folder and making a new document. If you haven't made a manuscript yet, haven't started writing at all, then you should just make your own Google Doc by just going to Google Docs, making a Google document. And when you go to new document, this is exactly what you see. You see untitled document, all of this, and first thing we're going to do is write our book's title. If you don't know the title, then that's okay. You can put a placeholder title and you'll still be fine until you find a title for your project. This is the actual title of my book. So next we just click enter, go by Mary Ruth because that's my name. You write your own name, and what we just need is the title of our book and the author, which would be you. Now we just click title right where I went to, and we center it, or right center it, left center it, whatever you want to do. Now you just go customize your title, find your font, find the boldness, find whatever you want for this title, and then we do the same thing to our subtitle. Basically our name. I like making it a subtitle because I don't like when it shows in our outline. I just make that to black and customize it. I also center it, but you can obviously play around with whatever you like. Next we go to our title, click on our title. Instead of adding title, we match title, like, I can't see that. Anyways, we click the second option so that our title is the same as the customized title that we just made, so that it's not Arial like you saw before, but now it's like, the customized title that you made. Next, we're going to make a page break. We go to insert, we go down to page break, and we insert a page break. There's other types of page breaks, but I won't really go over that here. Now we just made a heading 1. We keep customizing our headings, then write out our heading. You can do it in whatever order. Write out whatever your first chapter's name, and then customize it. And also make sure that it's heading 1. We're going to just make it, we can do like, a left center or right center. And now we just update our heading to match so that it looks exactly like this. When you go back to this, you'll see that, it looks exactly as how I customized it. Now we're going to customize our normal text. Just find a font that goes with you. I use Georgia here, but in general, I like using this font called Crimson something. Yeah, I use Crimson font and Garment because those are the two, basically the big ones. But you can also play around, find a font that you can write with, something that won't bore you out of your mind. and keep you writing. You can choose a fun font as well, because it's not like you're sending this manuscript to anybody else at this moment. So when I don't write a chapter, I like putting start here. Now I just copy pasted a huge portion of chapter 2. Now this is how normal text looks. I just made it, I copied all of it, made it normal text, and this is how it looks. Bad, right? It doesn't look like a book. If you open a book, this is not how the book will look. So our main priority is now shifting it to how a book would look, and first we justify our text. We can go back to where we see our text right justified, just right next to the tab that I have open. Justify it and then make our line 1.5. You can also add a space before or after your paragraph. I don't really do that, but if that's the vibe you're going for, then that's for you. Next thing, indents. When you press tab, it gives you automatically a 0.5 indent. I don't like 0.5 indents. I usually go for 0.25 or 0.30. If you're like me in this video, and you just can't seem to get just the triangle portion out, so what we need to do is get the rectangle out. When I pressed tab, that's how it went. Now I'm just putting it to 0.25 because that's what I usually do. When I do this, I just make it, I delete the paragraph and then just press enter again, and as you can see, it automatically just goes to the indent that I set for the first paragraph. Second paragraph, correct. So if you haven't done this to your novel, this is just what you have to go back and do. I also like making my first line look different than the rest, so I just put in last night and I bold that. Also add your title. I did not do this first, but I also like putting first draft or hashtag first draft instead of manuscript. I don't know, it was something that just came to me. Instead of putting my manuscript, making it a manuscript, I just say that it's the first draft. Now we're going to make our part 1 page, and this is by just going to heading 1. First, I made a page break after our title page. Now, made a heading 1, and we're making a subtitle. I don't know why I'm going down. And if you have a name for your part 1, then that's why we have our subtitle. Part 1, The Undercity. Literally the name of my part 1. And something that this is actually something that I should have done first, so that's why I'm changing these things out. So I'm just making the chapter 1 technically 2, and I'm giving not giving the chapter name, but just renaming my chapter to what it's actually named. Now when we're done with this, we just go and make this heading bigger, and so that it's taking the entire page. Now we're scrolling back down, and we just made chapter 1, this chapter heading 2, and now we're just going to make part 1 the official heading 1, which is something that I should have done first but forgot about. So if you have different parts in your book, then that's how it's supposed to be. Now going to page setup, I meant. If your computer is a bit smaller like mine, just scroll down, you'll find page setup, and you'll be led to this. Now I just applied to whole document, and for margins, I like doing 0.5 for top and bottom. 0.75 for the left and the right. Now you can keep it white, keep the page white if you want, but I like making my pages a bit gray. And for page size, I like doing either statement or 8.5. And they have the measurements right there. That's how it looks. So going back to not the page setup, but the page outline on the left, we see that because when I made part 1, I just made chapter 1, all of that, I made it a heading 2. This is especially good for organization because you see that part 1, if you have an entire, if you saw my document, I have 25 chapters just lying down under part 1. It just makes it so much more easier than to have it all heading 1, heading 1, heading 1. So even if you don't have a part, I highly recommend that you put chapter 1 as heading 2 instead of heading 1, so that it's just more easier to organize all the things. And you can even categorize it between this is act 1, act 2, act 3, or if you have the 7-act story structure, you can also do it like that, structure it like that. And now for chapter breaks, this is what I do. I just put 3 stanzas, and I also make sure that it's not indented. I don't like the first line of the chapter break indented, and I don't think it's supposed to be indented in general. Going down, I do not know if I actually talk about not headings, but just page numbers or anything like that. But now I'm just going ahead and fixing everything, because the thing is, with normal text, once you make something normal text, then it automatically just goes to everything. And that's why heading 1 is also indented, subtitle is also indented, and I'm just fixing that throughout this document. If you have that problem and you care about the little details like me, just go ahead and make sure that indent is not in the wrong place. It's only supposed to be on normal text and not on heading 1, subtitle, or anything else. So here are just some fonts. I'm going to demonstrate some fonts. I just wrote I love reading 4 times. This font right now is Georgia. I'm just going to put Georgia on the top. There's Laura. I'm pretty sure I'm going to put E.B. German. No, Spectral. I put Spectral there. Spectral is something that I used for short stories, and E.B. German. So these are just 4 fonts. You can also Google search, find which font is best for you or your genre, or just since you're still in the writing phase of everything, you should still stick with something that you enjoy looking at for a long time. And so those are the 4 fonts I used under recent fonts. And going back up, this is the end. I'm also very particular about how one bridge, 2 worlds look like. I like when it's 1 bridge, first line, 2 worlds, second line, and that's what I'm trying to achieve here. I am going to cut this off and show you my actual manuscript so that you can see how I use these tips in my actual manuscript document. Okay, so this is my actual Google Docs page. As you can see, it has a lot. I know. Just scrolling down to see my first draft. As you can see, I do use scene cards, and that is going to be what my next episode is about, so stay tuned. It does take me a long time to make these. So we're just going to, wait until the page fully loads. I mean, ever since I've kept adding new chapters, it's obviously began to take a toll on my actual laptop. Okay, it's fully loaded, except the pages aren't fully loaded. But this is my document outline. If I press the tab, it shows everything, just all of those chapters, and this is how much organization has helped me. Yes, so other than pre-planning really, my chapters also really helped. And this is the same chapter that we were working with, making the new document. As you can see, it's also formatted similarly, just a different font. It's Yersa, so YRSA. The indent is still the same, and this is where I find right next to the add images. This is where I just went to justify my text. This is where I go to make the line spaces, and I put 1.6 on this document. It's usually 1.5 on my scene cards. So that's how I format my heading and subtitle, which is just number 2. And then also scrolling down to see page setup. These are my actual settings for page setup on this tab. So it would just be, same margins that I talked to you about, same page size. It's 8.85. And that's my book. Okay, bye besties. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe so you are alerted of part 2 of this series, Scene Cards, where I'll be talking about scene cards and how I use them, what prompts I use, and an actual, behind the scenes of how I use my screen cards. Okay, bye!